Us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat futures. Corn and soybeans lower yesterday in quiet trade. Not a lot of new news as the corn harvest progresses in the U.S. and South America sees better chances for rain in the short term. USDA reported yesterday afternoon that the U.S. corn crop 71% harvested, up from 59% harvested last Monday and slightly ahead of the 5-year average of 66%. In South America, while parts of northern Brazil and Argentina are dry, heavy rains continue in the southern parts of Brazil that they fear will delay soybean planting, and that could eventually delay the corn crop into dry season. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM remains closed for Milo trucks until further notice. Timco and the Andersons Houston remain open weekdays 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For help marketing your grains, trust John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus, 361-852-5207. We are on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, describe the results of the Mason sale.
You bet, Larry. We ended up having right at 400 head of cattle today. A little lighter run due to the rain and everything, which we're not complaining about that at all. We still had rain even this morning and even through part of the sale today. And so it's very good. And I thought overall, when you looked at the market, I thought there's very, very good demand on all classic calves and yearlings. You got to remember last Monday, that's when the board was down the limit, down right at $7. And then we dropped a little more the next day on and off. And then we kind of rebounded by Thursday. So in comparing back to last Monday, the stocker steers, they were right at $12 to $18 higher. Had a group of 10 steers weighed 589 at $250. Started out right at $1,472 on those. I thought the stocker heifers sold $5 to $15 higher compared to last Monday, and probably compared to last Thursday, probably about steady or so. But we did kind of compare back to Monday after that day. I thought the feeder steers today sold $10 higher. The heifers were probably $8 to $12 higher. Packer cows and bulls both sold steady, and replacement cattle basically steady on limited test day haul. Overall, the market definitely much better was last Monday, Larry.
Any news on what's coming Thursday to San Saba?
You bet. We're going to start off at 10 o'clock with a real good Hales Ranch Angus Farms bull sale. We got about 30 of those really good choice Angus bulls that are all going to be around 18 to 24 months old. All virgin bulls. They come out of Canyon, Texas, and they got a lot of good bloodlines and just really, really been in the business for a large number of years. And the folks that have used them have been very pleased with the calf crops and everything else. So we'll start that at 10 o'clock. Then we got our stocker feeder sale. We've got about 1,000 head I know coming right now. A lot of cattle are going to be weaned on those with good shots and programs, everything. Be ideal to buy some of those, go straight to the wheat fields or oat fields, whatever it may be, or straight to the feed yard. So I'm kind of looking for that 1,600 head, give or take some, Larry. This coming Thursday, the market looks to be good, and there's definitely demand for a lot of these lighter kids right now.
JordanCattle.com is the website. What's the telephone number, Ken?
You bet. Area code 325-372-5159, Larry.
We appreciate you, and we'll talk with you before the sale.
You bet. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves for yesterday as we examine the national pork carcass cutout value, up 67 cents at $86.40. Weekly data showed pork production 550 million pounds. As we look for last week's slaughter, 2.614 million head. Let's move toward the beef side of the meat equation. As we look toward the live cattle side of it, USDA's box beef price is stronger as the choice was $1.97, select 11 cents stronger with a 72-cent increase in that choice and a 43-cent increase in the select. USDA reports beef output 527 million pounds. As we look toward year-to-date slaughter, it's about 4.6% in decline. Let's look at our fat prices. The full range, 183 to 186, about 15.7 thousand head sold. Neighbor, there's your meat move. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. It's the night before sheep and goat sale day. Sean, how many have you drawn so far?
Well, Larry, we've got about 1,000 on the yards, so sure thinking we'll get somewhere around 1,500 on the sheep and goat in tomorrow, and cattle in if phone was kind of slow all day. Like we talked last night, had quite a bit of moisture around, so sure thinking probably, it's going to be on the lighter end on Wednesday. Don't know exactly how many we'll have yet, but it's sure going to be a lot lighter than it has been.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for sheep and goat today, Tuesday, when you folks are hearing it, and tomorrow, Wednesday, for cattle.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Sean, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I'd like to remind you about George Weichel and the good folks at Wholesale Steel, San Antonio Steel. Heavy-duty lifetime warranty on their cattle panel. The standard duty panel also. Heavy-duty and standard duty pasture gates. They're a new Preferred dealer, and they'll beat anybody's prices on the Preferred products. They've got Stay Tight 50 and Stay Tough fencing both. Cattle work in pens. They've got 2 Texas locations. They've got the San Antonio store. Call 210-624-2000 or the Hearn Bryan College Station store, 979-280-6100. Now remember, that Hearn location is off Highway 6, and the San Antonio location is there off Texas 16. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Fridays and Saturdays, 8 to 4. You can find them on the web at wholesalesteelsa.com. Of course, that's the San Antonio store, or wholesalesteelbcs.com. And that's the Bryan College Station Hearn store. Oh, and by the way, tell George Weichel that Larry Marble sent you. We're on the line with Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. Riley, how was the sale?
It went good today, Larry. Ended up with a little more volume than what we had talked about, but the market was good, especially on the lightweight calves. I guess the rain up the country helped that out. Bigger cattle kind of sold steady to maybe a little bit higher, but ended up with 1,730 head today. A few pairs, brought from 1050 to 1650. Some bred cows, 925 up to 1450. The packer cows and bulls, they put a little money back on those, 96 to $1.04 on your high yielding cows. 92 to 98 on your breakers, 52 to 80 on your canners. High yielding packer bulls, 114 to 120. Low to medium yielding bulls, 96 to 114. The 2 to 3 weight choice steers, 256 to 304. Heifer mates, 250 to 294. 3 to 4 weight choice steers, 252 to $3. Heifer mates, 226 to 280. 4 to 5 weight choice steers, 248 to 292. Heifer mates, 218 to 264. 5 to 6 weight choice steers, 220 to 262. Heifer mates, 212 to 246. The 6 to 7 weight choice steers, 208 to 234, and their heifer mates 198 to 214. And the 7 to 8 weight cattle, your choice steers, 204 to 228, and the heifer mates 196 to 212. So pleased with it today. Like I said, I guess the rain, what have you, up the country there kind of got everybody back on their feet and wanting to buy some of these light cattle, at least get some more inventory. So got along good with the market today.
Good. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Riley.
361-813-6650 is the cell. 361-786-2553 is the office. LiveOakLivestock.com is the web.
Riley, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com. We're on the line with Henry Pickett from Abilene Livestock. Henry, I understand you've had quite a bit of rain in your area. How's that going to affect the sale on Tuesday?
Well, it's going to be pretty slow this week. Right now, we've got a little over 100 with about 25 cows. We had anywhere from 2.5 inches in some isolated areas, had close to 14 inches. So it was over 3 or 4 or 5 day period, but it's been really nice.
That's good. And that's a year's worth of rain for those places you were telling me about, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Have you got your wheat in the ground yet?
Got most of our wheat in the ground. There's quite a bit in the area that's already up and looking pretty good. Looks like there'll be some early grazing in the area.
Well, good. I'm glad you can row some of it. We'll tell everybody how to get a hold of you for the Tuesday sale in Abilene.
Here at the barn, we can be reached at 325-673-7865, or my cell number is 940-733-8208.
We appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm on the line with Stephen. He's in the outside sales department at D&D. Stephen, when I look out there, I see lots of deer blinds and feeders. Talk to us about them.
Larry, now is the time to get a blind or a feeder from us here. We carry All Seasons, Lamco, The Judge. We also carry Atascosa and T-Box deer blinds.
Tell everybody how to contact you at D&D.
You can reach us here at 830-379-7340, extension 260.
We're on the line with Jim Wheeler. Jim, what can we expect at Atascosa Livestock on Tuesday?
Well, We've got about 200 in so far. Probably 40 cows. Looks like we're going to palpate 25 or so of those in the morning. One little pair. Quality of calves is good. I've got some Charolais Cross yearlings going to weigh 650 to 750. 90% of them have been worked. They missed a few, but got 35 of them. Hopefully by sale time, we'll end up with about 250, depending on the weather.
What's the weather forecast supposed to be for Tuesday?
Well, it's supposed to be cold and damp. Missed it off and on all day here. We probably didn't get but it sure was nasty.
Yeah.
Had an inch and a half over since last Thursday here, so it is damp.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Jim Wheeler.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm Radio, and I'm with Stephen from D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Stephen, you know, I'm an old sheep and goat man, was raised that way, and I love working sheep and goats with good equipment, and I bet you D&D can help me out, can't you?
Yes, sir. Larry, we are now carrying sheep and goat panels and working equipment from Rivera Panel. They're a family-owned company out in the little town of Lomita. They make quality equipment from working chutes to pens, all sorts of feeders that you can choose from as well.
Real great options for sheep and goat people. I know we've got them in Texas. I know we've got them in Guadalupe County. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Larry, you can get a hold of me at 830-379-7340, extension 161. More than happy to answer any questions anyone may have.
We appreciate you. That's Stephen from D&D talking about their sheep and goat equipment, ddtexasoutfitters.com. We are on the line with Colt Adams from El Campo Livestock Exchange. It's Monday evening, getting ready for a Tuesday sale. Colt, what's it going to look like?
Mr. Larry, it's been a good day. We're tagging in on around 1,400 head this evening. Some pretty big drags of calves came in off a couple different ranches. Lots of good Charolais Cross steers again and heifers tomorrow. And we have a few palpates tomorrow. Got a few Corrientes that'll be bred, and then a few crossbred cows that'll be bred. And then we'll have about 250 Packer cows tagged in. I know of a few strings of calves coming in the morning that'll be really good too. The quality's really good, and I tell you what, it's been a little cooler today, but the cattle are doing really good and look really good.
Good. Well, tell everybody what time you start there at El Campo and how to get a hold of y'all.
Yes, sir. We start here at 12 noon. Y'all come see us. We start on the cows, and we'll work right into our calves. And you can give me a call at 361-920-1618 or call my brother Tyler Adams at 361-920-1620 and Homer Aparicio at 979-216-8084.
Colt, thank you very much. Y'all have a good sale, and we'll speak with you after.
Mr. Larry, thank you for all you do, and we appreciate all of our customers.
You bet. Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.
Hi, neighbor. Larry Marble with you. We're here with Aaron Lee of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. Call 830-317-1797. They specialize in Texas farms, ranches, and custom homes on acres. Aaron, you've got a question for my South Texas ranch owners, don't you?
I sure do, Larry. I've been looking high and low for ranches for my clients, but there's been some problems.
What's the issue, Aaron?
Well, a lot of farm and ranch websites are outdated. A lot of agents aren't calling me back or updating listings, and I've got buyers ready to buy their perfect Texas ranch.
Now, don't all the agents put their properties online like y'all do?
Many do, but sometimes these properties aren't updated if they've sold or if they've been taken off the market for one reason or another. So what does that do? It wastes a whole lot of people's time. Right now, I've got buyers ready to go for properties in a lot of Texas County. Today, I want your listeners who have considered selling their ranchers out in Frio or LaSalle County or any of the counties surrounding to give me a call. If you're thinking of selling your ranch, I've got buyers ready to take a tour. And here's where I'm at with this. If you list your property with us today, you will get the service you deserve. Not all ranch agents are created equal, and I'll tell you what, I'm tired of watching sellers get cut rate service.
How can they reach you, Aaron?
They can call me directly at 830-317-1797, and I give you my word, I'll call you back. Or you can visit us at www.homesteadandranch.com.
Aaron Lee, Homestead and Ranch Realtors, thanks for being on Down on the Farm.
Thank you, Larry.
Neighbor, let's take a shorter look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle. Milo through Corpus, 1050. We'll call Progresso 1033. Yellow corn to Corpus, 503 and a quarter. We'll call Progresso 583 and a quarter. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, 670. And beans to Placido, 1212 and 3/4. Texas cotton, 0 bales, 76.66 to 80.91. Neighbor, that's it for the best farm show in Texas. No brag, just fact. I'm Larry Marble. Thanks so much for listening.